Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm in this new setting because I wanted to try something new. We have candles to go with the vibe. This video is going to be 5 things I learned in high school. I decided to do this video because I went through a lot in high school and I really think you guys would benefit from my experiences and my tips on how to get through high school, because trust me, your girl went through a lot. Oh, almost forgot to introduce myself. If you don't know me, I'm Kewa, and this is a new series I'm starting called As Your Big Sister, and I'll be giving you guys life guidance and tips on how to live. So let's get started. The first advice is live in the present. I had a hard time balancing my school and my social life. When you actually start becoming a high schooler, experience all these new opportunities. Sorry for the sirens, but you kind of get lost in what you're doing. And I was juggling a lot between school and social life. My senior actually told me, do not take IB. I thought she was just joking, but I should have taken her advice because IB was hell. I had to write IAs, all these assignments, essays, lab reports, as well as studying for exams throughout the weeks. It was really bad. I became a study-holic. Yes, you heard it right, a study-holic. Every day I would wake up, brush my teeth, eat, study, lunch, study, dinner, shower, sleep. That was my everyday routine on the weekends. On the weekdays, wake up, breakfast, go to school at 7, study, go to classes, lunch, go to classes, school's over, little snack, study, dinner, shower, sleep. That was my schedule. So I really became a study-holic. This was when I realized I should have lived in the present. On my graduation day, I looked back and it really clicked. I realized, wow, in a blink of an eye, I'm already graduating, and the last few moments or the memories I have from the high school years are just me studying. I did go on hangouts to the cinema, to everywhere with my friends, but that was sometimes. I sometimes canceled on these hangouts because I felt like I was behind on my studies if I didn't study for even a day. That really dawned on me because in the moment of when I was studying, all I could think about was my college apps, my future career, the grades that I'll get on the exams, summatives, and assignments. But looking back, high school is much more than that. It's not just studying, it's about building friendships and knowing more about yourself. The advice I have for you guys is just to live in the present. It doesn't have to be always, but once in a while, live in the present rather than worrying about the past. Have good memories to look back at and make most of your teen years, because you're never gonna get it back. And I regret that I spent my 17 and 18 just studying rather than having fun. Don't feel guilty about that because life isn't only about studying. The second advice I have for you guys is start and lead something. Be active and make use of the opportunities given to you. I was a really active high schooler. I was in National Honor Society. I was the media executive, led the media committee. I was in Habitats for Humanities, not building houses, but painting houses. I was in MUN. I helped organize the MUN events. I was a chair. I was a delegate. I also did a TED Talk. It was the most scariest thing in my life, and to even accomplish that, I was really proud. So if you want to check it out, it'll be here and I'll link it in my bio. I was also in a committee called Between the Roots. A friend basically founded that group. He's the best person ever. We went to villages and we built biogas balloons for our houses that needed electricity. I was in the Aladdin musical choir. I helped make little gifts for those who donated blood for Red Cross. Student council back in my old school, not in this Thai boarding school. I helped out the canceling cancer events. My school, they used to have a club committee thing to raise funds to give to Chulalongkorn University for research on cancer. I realized looking back now that was why I had a hard time maintaining my balance. Although sometimes those things made me burn out a lot, I really enjoyed doing them at the present. So I think that's all that matters at the cost of my mental health. But I was a really active person. Because I was a minority at my school and I wasn't fluent in Thai or spoke Thai, I felt like I didn't belong. I felt so left out, and I felt like a need for discovering and acknowledging my Burmese roots that I organized a Burmese dance group. Every spring, we have this thing called Dajan or Songkran in Thailand, and it's a water throwing festival. It's like a New Year thing, so when you get splashed with water, it's like a whole new person. Every spring, I would gather my friends and I choreograph a Burmese dance, organizing the traditional costumes, booking the dancing rooms, all of our rehearsals with everyone's different availability timings. It was a really hard thing. That was why I was having a hard time in high school. But I really enjoyed it, and looking back now, I'm so proud of myself for leading that. I don't know, doing something out of my comfort zone in the moment seems so scary, but once you actually do it and look back, you're like, wow, you actually stayed out of your comfort zone. I'm so proud of you. From this, you guys should start and lead something. It could be a dance group, it could be something from your passion, it could be a hobby, it could be something related to your future career, but just go for it and enjoy it. The third advice I have for you guys is only listen to you only. When I transitioned to uni, high school was such a small environment. In the moment, it may seem so big, but it's not really. There's a whole universe out there waiting for you after high school. Because of that small environment, the whole time when I was in high school, everything everyone criticized or said about me or others felt like it mattered and was true, but looking back now, it totally wasn't. Their opinions don't matter, and I struggled a lot with that in high school. There was this one person who I thought was my friend. I realized she was talking behind my back about my appearances, and I used to be so insecure about how I looked. That's when my mental health kind of drained. In middle school, I had a whole situation where this person accused me of doing something I didn't do. She told the parent groups and the whole grade. It was so bad I didn't talk to anyone for a few months. I wasn't in the best relationship with my parents and my sister during that time. Everything just felt so dreadful to me. It was quarantine, so I really didn't have anyone I could really talk to. So I already had experienced this type of behavior in my life before going to high school. In high school, because of that friend that I considered talking behind my back about how I looked, it really affected me because I really consider her my friend. I was already uncomfortable with how I look. When she did that, it kind of sticked with me. So I was really self-conscious about everything, about how I walked, about how I looked, about how I sat in classes, about how I communicate with others, whether I make good impressions on them. It made me really care about how others viewed me, and I shouldn't have, because looking back, I realized if I didn't, I could have enjoyed my high school so much more, and high school is so much more than that. Now I'm slowly getting that confidence back, but at what cost? Being in university, I feel so much more better because those people aren't in my life anymore and they're so far away. University is such a big environment. I was able to kind of heal, reflect on things that happened to me. I now feel like I'm getting my confidence back. I got bangs because I was so self-conscious of how I looked. But now that I'm slowly getting it back and realizing that their opinions don't matter and I like the way how I look now, everyone is born unique and everything. Now that I'm getting this confidence back, my bangs are slowly disappearing and I realize that's a sign of me healing. I've gone through like a deep hole, but my advice is just listen to yourself only. Don't let other people's opinion affect how you are, because it will affect your whole life. My fourth advice is it's okay to be lost. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I decided on molecular biology. I got into Northeastern as a London scholar for microbiology. The US enforced a travel restriction during the summer. When I switched to the London Northeastern campus, they didn't have any science at the moment, and I really didn't want to go to other universities, so I ended up taking psychology, my second favorite subject. It made me so confused and lost because the whole time I was in high school and the whole time during the summer and during my applications, all I considered was sciencey careers and sciencey majors. But at the blink of an eye, at the moment, I became a psych major, social science major. This sudden change kind of made me lost. I'm still lost today and I'm still trying to figure it out. From my experience, it's okay to be lost. It's okay to not know what you want to do in uni or your future career. You'll find out as you go. I don't know if I'll end up becoming a clinical psychologist. I don't know if I'll become a businessy person. That's something great about life. It's just very ambiguous and you find out as you go by. So my advice is, if you feel like you're lost, don't worry, you're not alone. I've been through that. Many people have gone through that. You guys will figure out a way. The last advice I have is friend dynamics. This is the most important thing because it still affects me to this day. Going to uni now, I realized not everyone you were friends with in high school will be your friend during your uni years and as you grow up. I realized it when so many people didn't catch up with me. One of the most important things is putting effort into these friendships that you want to maintain, because if not, the spark will die. Like a relationship, the spark needs to be there and effort needs to be put in. Without this effort from both sides, the friendship can die. University is such a big environment compared to high school. Just know that your friends will have more friend groups and you will have more than one friend groups. Initiate the first hangout or just talk to everyone you know. Say yes to everything. That's how I made my current friends. You know, if you really want friends, go for it. Make it happen. Talk to them. Initiate it. Lastly, regarding friends, whatever you and your friends fought about in high school or elementary school, people change. Don't have any expectations of these people. Don't have any expectations for anyone in general. But regarding these friendships, just forgive and forget. If you can't forget, it's still okay. Just forgive them because life is so much more than that. You'll make so many more friends. You'll be having more relationships, new traveling, new jobs, everything. Those small little trivial things don't matter as you grow up and they become smaller. It's not that deep. Just forgive and forget. If you can't, just forgive and don't forget. Just forgive. That's how you move on. Now that I've forgiven almost everything everyone has done to me, or things that happened that I was not proud of, or things that I did that I was not proud of, and forgave myself, I feel like I can move on now and be more free. I am so much more happier, so much more I feel like I'm a whole new person. I feel like I'm glowing every single day. Those are the 5 advices that I have for you guys. I hope you guys are still here. This was a long talk. Hope you guys really enjoyed listening to these little advices that I have. I hope it's also helpful. Let me know if it's helpful. I hope you get to take what I experience in mind and change your life. Because I think if you do these things, it will truly make you a better, happier person. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed and if you feel like this video was helpful, give this video a like, comment on what you guys want to see in my new series as your big sister, or in general, things you want advice on, things I could help, things you want to see from me. Thank you for watching until the end. I love you all. Have a nice morning, night, afternoon, wherever you are.